Ordinary people avoid trouble. Extraordinary people turn them into advantages. Hey there, how you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, let's take a look over here. Don't got to be looking at myself. All right, let me see. Coin market cap. Let's refresh this because it's always changing. All right, market cap coming in at $438 billion right now. Average, right? I mean, that's about what I've been saying out here for what, the last like 13, 14 days straight, pretty much is about that range, right? We bumped up a little bit and then kind of came back down after a day or two. We're looking at a Bitcoin price at 9,300, getting up there close to the 9,400. It's up only 1% at the moment. So, I mean, looks like it could go up today. I mean, I was kind of hoping it went up yesterday. We didn't see much movement at all, but I mean, seems like the sentiment's out there. A lot of people are starting to feel real bullish on Bitcoin. You know, even though some people are saying that this could be some sort of a bear trap and all these other different things due to technical analysis. You know, it seems like it's going places, right? I mean, it's kind of hard to deny at this point. All right, so we got about 21 billion traded in the last 24 hours. We got a BTC dominance that's coming in at 36.4, so that's down 0.2% on yesterday. Not really that big of a deal. Still a lot lower than what it used to be back in the day. But as always, this market space is like growing and growing and doubling. It seems like a year in this day is like 10 years in the regular markets. All right, let me see. What else we got going on? Well, we got Ripple. Let me see. 764, or not Ripple, Ethereum, $764. That's up 2.2%. I mean, as always, there's a lot going for it. I mean, there's always these ERC20 tokens running on it. I mean, we got the update for Casper that they're auditing right now. You know, a lot of people really want to get in on the proof of stake for Ethereum. So, I mean, you know, there's a bullish sentiment behind that as well. We got Ripple coming in at 80 cents. I mean, that's making some sideways movement at the moment. A lot of people might be looking to join in here thinking that this is going to be popping up is what I think I had heard on Data Dash. Let me see. We got 1,600. That's 5.8% gain on Bitcoin Cash. They keep pumping. You know, they're a long way like that. Like I've heard from that $4,000 mark they had seen from their all-time high. But, you know, they're look at the chart. It's like up, steady, up, steady. So, I mean, it's a lot of good signs, right? You know, they could have a big correction coming, but, you know, a lot of these cryptocurrencies are getting ready to start moving upwards, it looks like. All right, so let me see. We got EOS coming in at $18.64. That's a 3.9% gain, getting to be a little bit more than that standard day trading. You know, are we going to be seeing that $20 here before you know it? Keeps looking like it. You know, but like I keep saying, the mainnet's getting closer and closer. Unsure of exactly how the market's going to react with this one. Most of the times, you know, the price comes down a bit, but hey, we could be looking at EOS as actually something super great, and the price pumps back up there and gets to an all-time high. Let me see. We got Litecoin 157. Not too bad. You know, we had seen it up there a little bit higher, but like I keep saying, Litecoin's really not that bad of a hold of value. That's only up 0.25% at the moment. Really not that big of a deal. Cardano coming in at 32 cents. That's pretty much some sideways movement. They're down about 0.5% there as well. As always, got to talk about the Steam and Steam back dollar. Slide down the list here. All right, there we go. $3.40. That's a 2.79% slip. Not that big of a deal, but as always, I don't really like seeing it under $4. Definitely want it closer to the $5 mark. So I'm not looking to get rid of any of that right now. I'm not powering down, anything like that. You know, definitely leaving things where they are, waiting for the market to pick up a bit on that. And the Steam back dollar, that's down a little bit too. You know, they slipped below the $3 mark the other day, still down there, $2.83. That's down 2.2% right now at the moment. All right, so what are we really looking at here for news on Bitcoin and coffee? All right, well, first up, there's a scam Electroneum wallet out there. It's at electroneum.com. You know, the real one's at electroneum.org. If you go over there, they have this Electroneum Pro wallet. And if you download it, there's this malware in it that's going to go ahead and start stealing your private keys and sending it back to the thief. So please don't go over there. As always, you know, you got to look real close at when you go to put addresses in at the websites you're going to. You know, that's how these hackers are out there getting people. You know, they change a letter around, they add an extra letter, they add an extra dot or a dash or something really small that you don't necessarily catch, you know, because you're just clicking through. It's standard daily stuff, or it's getting to be for us, right? Because we're out there moving our cryptocurrency all the time. We're always going to these same exact websites. So always, you got to do your due diligence. You got to be real careful. The thieves want this stuff. You know, it's kind of a big deal if you lose your private keys, right? All right, so let me see. What else we got? We got Facebook. They're talking about trying to integrate some sort of a blockchain. They got this small team that's going to start investigating into this to see what they can go ahead and do to make Facebook better. Sounds like buzzwords to me. I mean, a lot of people are just trying to see if they can integrate blockchain and all of these other technologies, you know, as a way to get their stuff going, to get their stock prices up. You know, that everyone's been looking down on Facebook recently over everything that had happened and how things have been going so horribly over there with the social media situation. You know, maybe they're thinking they could just try to turn this around or take some of the blame off of them, or just use some buzzwords to get that stock back up, because it's pretty far down there. Whether or not we'll actually see anything useful out of this besides just some other sort of centralized database that they'll utilize for themselves, I doubt it. All right, what else do we got? Well, we got that Bitcoin private. Hey, they're pumping up a little bit today. That's always a plus for everybody that's still holding that. It looks like they're testing some sort of private business payment channels. It's not out there for everybody yet. It's in beta. This isn't really like major news, but it is positive news. And apparently all it's taken right now is a little bit of positive news to get the price going up on Bitcoin private. Definitely giving me ideals that some long-term hodling on this is in store and needed. All right, what else is going on? We got that Bitcoin. We seen that it pumped up the other day. It was like, you know, 163%, came back down to 75% when I did the show. Now it's looking like that it was a manipulated scam situation. You know, I've told you guys this before. You guys all know this. You know, in cryptocurrency, there's such low, you know, market caps on some of these coins that it's real easy, especially when they own 75 to 90% of the coins, to, you know, manipulate this stuff, especially if, you know, the creators and all of that stuff and the mining is centralized. Bitcoin's been around for a while. I mean, I knew about them back in the day. They've been here since like what, 2012. They were one of the first privacy coins. Monero had forked off of them. But this stuff is always happening with them. I mean, their wallets are always going down. There's always some sort of a problem with them. I told you guys I used to mine them, you know, when I first got into this, because it's CPU mining. And of course, I just threw a bunch of old computers I had onto it, you know, trying to figure all this crypto stuff out. And I mean, I moved away from it because it was garbage, but I mean, they're still out there. That's how, you know, people aren't giving up on this stuff. They're saying that one person owns almost 90% of the cryptocurrency. You know, so I mean, that's why they say you got to do your due diligence when you're investing in this stuff. So I mean, if you were holding it at a different exchange and you wanted to run over to this exchange and dump it even more, you couldn't go ahead and do that. You know, as part of the problems, you know, you should have known better when you were investing in it, I guess I would say. But, you know, people don't necessarily believe that that's a true ideal behind these things. All right, so let's move forward. All right, let me see. What do we got? We got Yi Wallet. You guys ever heard of it? Because I never have. Apparently, they got an app out there called Yi Call, and it has an instant messaging part with it, and they're going to be pairing with Bitcoin Cash. You know, I guess it looks like a good situation for them where they're going to be able to, you know, move Bitcoin Cash around to each other as a, you know, peer-to-peer payment situation inside of the instant messenger. And as an incentivized token right now, if you can get over there and get the app and meet all the requirements, they got about 10 Bitcoin Cash. They're going to go ahead and airdrop to people over there to help get the, you know, get the ball rolling on the situation. You know, it's always something to look into about getting the free cryptocurrency, but yeah, I don't know so much about it. If it's actually going to work. You see a lot of these people trying to get, you know, these messaging apps and cryptocurrency involved with it as a way for, you know, peer-to-peer. I mean, we've seen that the POW token was an ICO and that kind of washed up, and you go to that website and it's completely gone. You know, I participate in the Lit app, which has the Mithril behind it. You know, there's a bunch of this stuff. So, you know, whether or not this one's going to be any better, you know, wanting to use Bitcoin Cash, Who's to say? All right, you guys. So if you like everything that's going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there because these numbers are slowly trickling upwards, and that's a plus. You know, everybody, thank you guys so much over on Steam. I mean, we're over 5,000 there. We keep pushing closer and closer to that 2,000 mark on YouTube. We're also going strong on Minds. We're picking up people over there. I got over 300 people on my Lit account. All the links and stuff like that to find me on these other social media platforms are down below. I have all kinds of tools and affiliation links and all that stuff to help you get going in these cryptocurrency markets and figure it out, start getting some free faucets and all that stuff because, hey, it adds up. I mean, I've been collecting on a faucet for 2 years now. And when I started, they used to get 500 Satoshis for a click an hour. So, I mean, you know, I don't actually know how much money it is, but I mean, you know, I still have collected it. I do every little bit that I can to get as much cryptocurrency as I possibly can, you know. All right. So, as always, you know, I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to get a hardware wallet if you got more than $500 in cryptocurrency. I'm going to keep seeing if I can't produce over on D Live, but the live stream is not working out so well because my bandwidth is not that great. So I might drop back to DTube, which is the one where I'll go ahead and make a video, and that way it'll be better quality and I'll upload it to DTube. I'm going to see about maybe filming it shortly after this one, but it'll take about 2 hours to go ahead and upload because my bandwidth is so bad out here in the middle of the woods. So as always, you guys, please come on over to Steam it, check it out, comment down below. I'll be upvoting you for a full power, which is I think like 10 cents at the moment. And as always, you guys, keep your Bitcoin safe.